Hey guys, welcome to my channel. It's your girl Fiery Moon, and I'm here to do the weekly message. You guys know the weekly message is not specific to any zodiac sign, it is for all signs. So, there may be a message in here for you this week. As I always say and stress is, take what resonates and leave the rest. You guys know the spiel, so I am going to be jumping right in. This week I am using the wild unknown archetypes to pull the overall energy. And as you know, archetypes are, the way, a lot of people explain it is, like personality types. Some people refer to it as, the different faces and or masks that we wear. With that being said, I was kind of drawn to this deck just to, see what the overall energy is today. See what archetype you may be sitting in, what archetype you may need to, harness, or, what archetype may be, helping you at this time. I'll then be following up with the Modern Witch Tarot. And we're going to get the guidance and advice from the Mixed Emotions deck. So hopefully, I can make this quick as I tap into the collective just to, see what's going on with us. The collective as a whole. And as I always say too, time is fluid, so this could be energy that you've already went through, energy that you may presently be going through, or energy that may need to come for you. So with that being said, let's see what messages we need for the week in regards to the collective. You guys know we have the new moon this week on the 10th. So, the beginning of a new cycle. Setting intentions. So you still can, be releasing, from the full moon. We just had in, what was it? Was it in Sag? Yeah, the full moon lunar eclipse in Sagittarius. And this new moon is a solar eclipse in Gemini. So, let's see what is going on in regards to the collective for this week. Messages are needed for the collective for this week. Pardon me for keeping, rubbing my face, but I tell you guys, like, sometimes when I'm channeling, like, I feel like it's almost like, I don't know, pixie dust that feels like it's all over my face. But I know it's just, the presence of spirit, coming through to, assist me with getting in the energy. And, as I always said, the intention is for, spirit to guide the reading. So let's see what's going on in regards to the collective for this one. What messages of guidance, healing, truth, love, wisdom, and understanding do we need for the week as it pertains to the collective? So bottom of the deck we have the Temple. So off of this card I feel already like an energy of almost like seeking guidance. I also feel like, you know, like you may be, or, you know, maybe needing to like honor, you know, your body at this time. Listen to what it's telling you. You know, because the body is referred to as the temple. And then up under that we have the Father, which is masculine energy. And it could speak to, you know, honoring the masculine within you as well. Like I almost feel like honoring how can I put it, especially with the depiction on this, like almost the balance within your energy, like where on one side you may be like hopeful and like optimistic, but then on the other side, you know, how can I don't know how to word it, like almost like your like groundedness. I feel like a very like a mix of like earth and water. And almost like, you know, how can I put it, like, because the tree is dark on this side, like you may be someone that like hides their emotions, but on the inside and then on the outside, you know, you're very like practical and stable, and if, you know, it feels like it's a merging of those two energies. And I am also getting like heart and solar chakra energies from the green and the yellow. Well, let's see what comes out. Oh, that was fast. We have the eternal child. Any other messages? Too many. Then we have the fault line and the castle. So bottom of the deck we have the Starborn, which, you know, I feel to like, it almost is, you know, giving me an energy of like birthing something new, you know, allowing whatever energy with the temple and the father energy, you know, it's almost like allowing, you know, that inner child, like you're allowing that inner child energy within you, you know, to come out, is what I feel with the eternal child and the Starborn, which there may, you know, with the fault line, you know, this is almost giving me like, you know, almost like an energy of like an opening. You guys see the cracks here. And normally, like, you know, fault lines, they take land apart. And if I'm not mistaken, like in an earthquake, when that happens, you know, it allows for water to come in. You know, when you get like a new landmass. So for some of you, through working with your inner child, you're like having a rebirth of that, you know, energy, because we are all eternal children, you know. And with the castle, is like this, whatever this fault line energy may be for you, it's helping you to like build a new foundation in this castle energy is what I'm feeling. Something solid. Especially is what I feel with the rose. And again, we're getting the green, which is giving me like heart chakra energy. And then the rose also in this depiction is like showing me like there's an opening up. So let's see what that eternal child is saying. So the eternal child, the inner child, the child of joy. The eternal child is connected to the timeless, ageless, and infinite aspects of life. It is radiant and fearless and seeks joy above all else and at any cost. It struggles being bound to an aging body with physical limitations in a world that demands attention to detail and logistics. The eternal child wants to nix all the rules and responsibilities and go beyond what others say is possible. It wants to return, with plenty of friends, to the land of the free, where divine wine and creativity pour from the earth and sky. We all want a sip from the well of eternal youth, and this makes the eternal child naturally popular, perhaps even famous. The eternal child glimmers. It reminds us of what is possible, what is magical about this precious life. When in light, the eternal child is joyful, playful, accepts all, is magic. When in dark, it's addicted, selfish, adrift, and burns out. And then it says, this archetype is so spirited that when its appetite for life isn't satiated, it seeks spirits and substance elsewhere. The eternal child struggles with addictions of all varieties. And then it says, celebrity culture is based heavily on this archetype, as is the phrase, live hard, die young, and the series of artists and musicians who have died at 27. That's just, a fuck fact. But, it's really just speaking to, that childlike energy, like almost bursting through with this starborn energy. And then, with the fault line, it's like saying how, it's changing, the foundation to get you into, this energy. Like, I just feel like with the castle, it's creating something more solid. Pearls, are kind of considered indestructible in a way. But I also feel like, allowing this energy to come out and also, protecting and preserving your energy as well through this foundation. But, let's see what comes out in the tarot. So in regards to this energy and spread, what messages do we need? For the collective for this week. What messages do we need in regards? Oh my God, I hate this. In regards to the energy for this week, for the collective. Need in regards to the collective, in regards to this energy spread. so bottom of the deck we have the Lovers, which is looked at, as it could be a divinely guided, connection that you have, a very spiritual connection that you have. It could also be, a choice that you have to make. Because maybe, if you're not in this energy already, there's like an energy of you like, how can I explain it? Like breaking out or breaking away from one thing and coming together in another. It could just be, like I said, I felt that energy of, trying to merge something, but in order for something to come together, there has to be like, almost, I don't want to say like a tearing apart, but it's just like it's giving me an energy of something coming apart to infuse something else in a way. It's like the only way I can explain it. And up under that we have the High Priestess, which is looked at as like intuition, wisdom, knowledge. And the Three of Pentacles speaks to collaborating, coming together. So you could be being intuitively guided towards a new job or a new group of a group of some sort. But let's see. What messages do we need? I'm gonna do it like this today. Oh my goodness. So what came out was the King of Pentacles and the World. Then we have the High Priestess with the Three of Pentacles. Then we have the Empress and the Two of Cups. Bottom of the deck we have the Two of Pentacles and the Hierophant. So I want to say this energy came up in the daily oracle message for today. So some of you may need to watch that as well. Or you may want to. But what I'm feeling is like either I feel like you're either trying to, come to a balance, within whatever this Hierophant energy is for you. It could be a commitment, it could be, a job. It's looked at as like, or, your belief systems. You're trying to figure out, almost like an energy of like what's best for you. Is what I'm feeling. Like you could be juggling two different, scenarios, or, weighing your options on what would, what benefits your own belief system. With that energy. But with the King of Pentacles and the World coming out under the Eternal Child, for some of you, you could, how can I put it? Like, it's like an energy of, wanting to, allow that inner child to come out. Where you may have been in this, King of Pentacles energy, very, like I said, it was practical, very stable, grounded. The King of Pentacles could also be, stubborn as well. And, it feels like an energy of, maybe your eternal child was something, your inner child was something that you kept in order, you felt like in order to be in this energy, that it was something like almost that had to be repressed. But that, the inner child is where, where a lot of our creativity and, our, like, how can I put it, like, the things that, we strive for, it comes from that inner child energy. And I feel like you may be, putting an end to, like, almost repressing that energy within you. And with the High Priestess coming out under the fault line with the Three of Pentacles, it's like this fault line is, coming in, whatever it is, whatever shakeup or, tearing apart, is to show you how, to, collaborate with and, like, almost integrate this eternal child energy. Because it's not like, it's almost like you feel like you can't have fun. Like, if you're an adult, you can't have fun, and that's not true. Like, but there's a way to be an adult and have fun, and I want to almost say, like, not be childish, because you can be childlike, but being childish is something totally different. And, you may even be seeing, like a fault line in, previous, collaborations that you've been in, and your intuition is, like, telling you, like, this is something that you need to look at. Like, that foundation, may be, faulty. But, we can see what it is. But with the Empress and the Two of Cups coming out under the Castle, whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. But I do know that we have masculine and feminine energy out here. This energy, what reading was it? It was a reading I did last week. I think it was the Weekend Vibe, where I feel like a sense of regality, coming in. And it's like your intuition is telling you, like, yeah, this King of Pentacles energy is cool, but you're more than that. You're an emperor or an empress. And it's showing you how, like, by closing out of this cycle with the world, that you're going to be coming into, the people, places, and things that are more, emotionally, good for you, healthier for you. That allows you to stand in almost like this energy, the regality. And you need, in order for you to have that, like, you need a castle. And it may have been something that you were struggling with because you weren't sure of, like, your traditions or family values, or you had a very, with the Page of Cups, a very, immature, emotional outlook on that. Because if you were hiding or trying to, like, almost conceal that inner child within you, it was like honestly, like, maybe you were using that immaturely, like you weren't using it in a mature fashion. But it's almost like whatever this fault line is, like I said, it's coming in to show you, like, previous foundations may have been faulty, but now you're going to actually be stepping into, you know, an energy of a solid foundation, you know, which requires you to be in all of your power, all of your essence, so that you can connect, you know, emotionally with others that are on like the same level. But let me see, we're gonna look at the King of Pentacles. What's the King of Pentacles? Yeah. So we have the Two of Wands coming out with the King of Pentacles. And it's like you had, at the bottom of the deck, we had the Page of Cups. So it's like you're reflecting back on that energy. And it could have been something that you learned as a child, but this eternal child energy, instead of, you know, using it for, you know, what it's for, you could be seeing how it made you, you know, even though you may have looked like you were in this energy, you were really, you know, the only way I could say it is like acting immaturely at a page level. So you're seeing that now with the Two of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. But it's like you're also seeing how you need to, you know, bring it out and use it more effectively. What's the Three of Pentacles? So with the Three of Pentacles, we have the Ten of Pentacles. And from the 3 to the 10 is the Seven of Pentacles, which is like an investing energy. It's also, you know, like an assessing energy. And depending on what side of the spectrum you're on, you could have been investing in, you know, faulty, you know, foundations, because they may have, you know, gave you like monetary gain, or it may have, you know, seemed like, you know, it was, you know, solid. But like I said, coupled with this fault line energy, there's something within, you know, whatever dynamic that was in, whether it was a relationship, friendship, you know, work, even, because it is Pentacles. It's like you're seeing like the faultiness in it was that, like I said, maybe it looked stable, but the Three of Pentacles is like the beginning stages of something. Like it never got off the ground. So your intuition can be like showing you, and it may be through, you know, different situations where in one situation, you know, you invested in it, but it really like it, you know, you've seen the potential of it being this Ten of Cups, or Ten of Pentacles, but it only stayed at the 3. You know, it never really, there was almost like no growth. But it could also be showing you how, by harnessing this inner child energy, that if you invest, even, you know, as the High Priestess, like investing in yourself and your intuition and what you're feeling will, you know, lead you to this. Because you're either, you know, you may be moving away from this dynamic, from this as the Six of Swords, and headed towards, you know, something more reciprocal emotionally, because this is a lot of Pentacles. So it was just based on, you know, practicality, stability, whatever it is. So if you're moving out of that, you're going to something that is more emotionally, you know, balanced for you. Or it's, you know, your intuition is showing you, you know, the faultiness in whatever this foundation is or was, that, like I said, by investing in yourself and your feelings and allowing yourself to harness and, you know, almost like heal that inner child within you, is going to lead you to things that, you know, you'll almost see like a return on your investment in a way. But we got all of these swords. So under the Six of Swords, we have the Two of Swords. So that's telling me like you may be, closed off or not seeing right now. Maybe you're looking to see something physically or practically when it's your intuition that is trying to come through to show you. So with the Two of Pentacles, you may not be seeing something, so it's making you, like hesitant or closing off. But then we have the Eight of Swords, and forgive me if I said Pentacles, but then we have the Eight of Swords, which from the 8 to the 2 is the 6. So it's like you have to come out of your own head in order to move forward. But it's like with the 10 of Pentacles, again, look at this, is crazy. From the 10 to the 8 is the 2. You're trying to see something. But you're also the one that's putting the Two of Swords, you don't have to stay in this energy. It's like you don't want to see the truth of a situation. And then with the Eight of Swords, this is, a self-imposed imprisonment of like thoughts. And, the 10 of Swords is feeling like, well, like it's almost giving me an energy like I'd rather stay in this, because you're trying to see something that like almost can't be seen. You have to, in order for you to see it, you have to follow your intuition and just do it. What's the Two of Cups? So with the Two of Cups, we have Justice, which, like I said, is balance, emotional balance. It could be, balancing out a situation. If this Empress is someone else and this is not all your energy. And, with Justice here, like it's balance, it's truth. It's, like, seeing things clearly. You have the Ace of Swords in your hand. There's no blindfold. And it's like, it also, Justice comes in and it cuts things out. And it's like what you'll be cutting out is, the mental manipulation that may be going on within you, that you may be doing to yourself, or you're cutting out like a manipulative situation by going after what makes you feels good. Just because something looks good doesn't mean that it feels good. But if you're cutting this out, it was, because it was giving you the illusion that, it felt good, or it was, almost like the right thing to do. But as the Strength card, it caused you to, for one, turn your back on your happiness. But it's also giving you the courage to, like walk away from this energy, because it was blocking you from your happiness. And it's like, you may have to, communicate it to someone. Something or someone that, could have possibly been creating blocks or holding you back, whether that's a boss, a partner, a friend, a group of friends, whatever it is, family. But it's like you're either communicating something, some communication could be coming towards you, or this is, you cutting out this holding back energy. like wanting to hold on to what you have due to like it's almost like a fear that you're gonna lack or lose something. So lastly, we're gonna look at the High Priestess, and then I'll get the guidance or advice. So for the High Priestess, we have death, which is, you know, transformation. So your intuition is coming in and telling you, or it will be like, you need to transform this situation. Whether it's you coming out of something, which I feel like you'll be coming out from this Three of Pentacles, something, you know, that seemed like it was, you know, good for you, but it almost like didn't yield you anything. It gave the illusion of that, because the High Priestess is illusions too. And so that you can see now, you know, it's giving you a new perspective as this Page of Pentacles on what value and stability and all of that is. Because you see here, like the King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, they're both holding on to the Ace of Pentacles. But where the King of Pentacles is like almost fixated on that, because it is Taurus energy, which is fixed earth, the Page of Pentacles is looking at it like, you know, oh, I can, like, it's a change in perspective of what value is, and it's the Ace of Pentacles, so you know it's like true value. Now I'm clarifying death, and what do we have? The devil. So you're putting death and needing to transform, you know, this devil energy, which could be, you know, bad habits, addictions, toxic situations. It's like your intuition is telling you, like, you need to, you know, like ultimately set yourself free from that with the Knight of Swords. Because it's like keeping you from balance with the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. It's keeping you from being in a, you know, this right here, this energy, this castle energy. Because you're holding on so tightly, you're self-sabotaging yourself. And it has to do with, you know, past emotional situations, or, you know, how you've seen emotions and how you've seen stability. With the Seven of Swords, it was self-sabotaging to you. So you're looking at it now as this King of Cups, where before you were only seeing it from the King of Pentacles perspective. And like I said, it has something to do with like the past, with the Six of Cups. So now as the Page of Wands with the everything is all right card, it's like, nah, you may have, it's like forcing you to come out of this like energy. Like I said, I felt like you wanted to almost stay in that energy, and you know, you're acting like everything is fine, but nothing is fine when you have 10 swords sticking out of your back. So you're turning your back on this energy of almost like settling. And you're ready to, you know, see something. This is definitely that inner child energy, the Page of Wands. It's, you know, having a vision, exploring. It's excitement. It's wanting to go after something with that childlike energy. You know, so it's like whatever this is gonna heal your inner child. And get you to this true space of, you know, the Nine of Cups, emotional satisfaction for you. Because that's why this Two of Cups is here. Because it like, you held it back. guidance or advice? Oh my God. Spirit is all over my face. What's the guidance or advice in regards to this energy? For the week. So any inner child, wounds or programmings that you may have had, it's like with this week, you're ultimately like letting it go, so that you can step into this energy right here. And what you'll be doing is you'll be rectifying, justice for yourself. Look at this. Justice, the Empress, and the Two of Cups. You'll be rectifying, karma, past, karma, because a lot of our patternings are, things that we have learned, because that's what this Devil card could be also: toxic patterning, toxic collaborations, toxic family, and things that, we were taught that just, we only know what we are taught. So, you go about life thinking that it's right until, you step in and, are able to see, like, just because it works doesn't mean that it's right, There was something faulty in the foundation. And it's not a bad thing. But once you come into the awareness of it, it's like you're almost obligated to do the right thing, which ends up breaking the cycle. So what's the guidance or advice, Spirit? So the bottom of the deck we have Comforted, which says reassured, consoled, and nourished. And then we have Empowered, which this is, it says powerful, capable, and strong. Like you're capable of, it's almost like you have to, or not that you have to, but it's almost like learning how to, mother and or father yourself. It gives you a strength of empowerment. What your parents may have taught you, they were doing the best at what they felt was right. But it's like you could be seeing how there was, something faulty in that caused you to like be in this energy to like repress your emotions, not express yourself. Because look at all this color here. I just get the sense of expression. The sun is, and astrology, the I am, it's who you are. Not who you are, but the personality, like it's what develops your personality. And if that was repressed from you as a child, it's like it gave you a one-way view of life. But it's like now you're seeing the fault in that, and your intuition is telling you like, hey, I gotta change something needs to change. So you're being empowered by spirit and the universe to get back into a place of comfort, a place of home within yourself. What's the guidance or advice? And this is what that is too, like standing in your power and, you know, feeling good within yourself with the Two of Cups. Or like I said, for some of you, it could be you aligning with someone that, you know, is showing you or will show you how to do that. So, the guidance or advice, we have trapped, overwhelmed, and grief. And I know this seems, you know, doesn't seem like guidance or advice, but at the bottom of the deck, what it's saying is the choice is yours. Like, you're being, this is like the, you know, you're unsure of which way to go. You know, you're not sure. But you have to use your intuition, because one is going to lead to the sun, and out of this energy, feeling trapped and overwhelmed and feeling grief. But the other path is going to lead, it's like it's almost, and this is crazy as hell, like it's going to lead you like back into the forest. You see that? This side is going to go back, like it's like you'll repeat the cycle or you can break the cycle. But you have to get sure in yourself. Let me look at that unsure card, and then that'll be the reading. Tell me about unsure. So we have peaceful. So you want to get to this place of peace, but it's almost like you're unsure if, you know, how you're going to get there. And the way that you'll get there is by stepping into your emotions and being, you know, open and receptive to something new coming in, whatever it is. New people, new places, new relationships, new job. Like, you have to be open and receive and welcome it in. If you want this peace, it's not gonna, this boat ain't gonna meet you on the shore. But look at how, if you just sit there, you know, waiting for it, it's like, you know, you're gonna sit in that discontentment and always like hope for the best. But you have to decide, do you want the best, or do you just want it to look like the best, and you're, you know, continuously just, you know, going back into the forest? Or do you want to go where, you know, it's open? Look at that. So yes, I love it, and I apologize for scratching my face throughout this whole reading, but Spirit is all over me, helping me channel a lot of this reading. But you guys know the deal. This is the weekly energy for this week, and it's, you know, it's like almost a rebirth that's happening for some of you. And from what I see, like, it's, you're transforming the right things, or, you know, at least your intuition is trying to tell you to, you know, get rid of what no longer serves you with this devil energy. You're not obligated to stay in this. What you're obligated to do is see the faults in the past and, you know, invest in something that'll work for you, not something that looks like, you know, good, but it's not going anywhere. You know, you see the teacher is there and the model is there. So like I said, there could be someone coming in to teach you or show you, or, you know, even assist you with this process. And it's like, be open to that. Be open to that energy. So, like I said, I thank you for tuning in with me. And, you know, I hope everyone has a safe and positive and prosperous week. You know, get ready to start setting your intentions for this new moon cycle. And, of course, I will see you all on the next one. All right? Later.